Oh snap!
I ain't ready for this.
Oh snap!
Oh! It's me, Fergie. Up here. Hold up.
Fucking bird, what's up, baby? Come on!
When I come to the club, step aside.
Oh snap!
Pop the seats, don't be heavy in the line.
Oh snap!
VIP, cause you know I gotta shine.
Oh snap!
Fergie Ferg, give me love you long time.
Oh snap!
Before medieval times, the only way of crossing the Thames River was by ferry or by untrusty wooden bridges. In 1176, Henry II commissioned the building of a stone bridge, changing history. After 33 years of construction, the London Bridge was built, lasting more than 600 years. It was 275 meters long, supported by 25 Gothic arches. Although it was the first permanent bridge, it did not make crossing the Thames River any easier. The bridge was only 4 meters wide due to buildings and houses that were constructed on it. This left room for only one narrow lane. There were also many complications with the bridge. It collapsed in over 4 different occasions. This is where we get the popular nursery rhyme, "London Bridge is falling down." Lastly, fire was another hazard on the bridge. In 1212, a house caught on fire on the southern part of the bridge, trapping people because another house caught on fire on the northern part of the bridge. It is believed that 3,000 people died because they were waiting for rescue boats in the water because they had to jump off the bridge. Although the London Bridge had many complications and hazards, it still was a major stepping stone in the engineering times of medieval age. Now that you know some history on the London Bridge, Madeline and Bailee will explain using mathematical proportions on how to draw it.
To start off, you'll need to gather your materials. We're using a whiteboard and dry erase markers. You could use different variations of materials like paper and pencil or pens or whatever you would like.
Before we are going to start drawing, we will need to measure all the basic lines that make up the framework of the bridge. We are going to double the size of the picture, so you need to multiply all your measurements by 2. Make sure to write your measurements down as you go, so you don't forget.
Keeping close measurements is important in recreating the picture accurately. Here are our measurements.
But we will quickly go through our measurements so we can get to drawing.
First, we start off by mapping out the space we will need for our drawing. Now that we have our box, we can start on the bridge. We will start from the bottom and go up. We started with the water line and then added the base blocks for each tower. Now we can draw the towers. Each tower has 3 prongs on top. Now we can connect the towers with the upper part of the bridge. Now we start with the detail. We added in the lower part of the bridge, as well as water, and sectioned off each tower. You can add as much or as little detail as you would like. The upper part of the bridge has cross-section bars and a crest in the middle. Here we added the cross pattern detail. We also added detail to the bottom of the bridge, as well as the wire connections on the side of the towers. Here we added windows to the towers, buildings on the skyline in the background, and simple sky detail. If you aren't using a whiteboard, then you could add shading as well.
Hopefully the video was helpful for you to find significance in the London Bridge, to help you figure out proportions and measurements, and to be able to recreate an image with high accuracy.